Hello, my name is Trey Simpson, and I am in the Innovation and Entrepreneurship Program. As you probably already know, you've seen my name early in the previous screen. I go by Trey, and I currently own a moving company here in Central Florida, Altamont Springs, which is about 10 minutes outside of Orlando, Florida. The name of my business currently is A Plus Movers. And I've been in business since 2011. The majority of my business, the way it works is it's all based on word of mouth advertising. Now, the way my business model is currently set up is that I don't own any of my trucks. I actually rent my trucks from U-Haul. About 98% of my business that I do about $20,000 to $25,000 a year in business just renting from U-Haul. What comes with that is actually that they actually send word of mouth business to me. Um, and it also by by renting from you all, it allows me to cut down the cost on overhead. It also allows me to build great relationships with employees that are there in different locations, many different locations, which they also send me referral business. Now, I'm also to because I do not own my own trucks, I'm also able to compete with the bigger names such as your 2 Men in a Truck, your Van Lines, and what have you, because I don't have those overhead, those advertising dollars. Um, I'm also able, I give very competitive pricing as well, along with excellent and professional moving services. Now, the moving business, I don't see it going anywhere. I do know that there are several moving companies here in the Central Florida area that, they just come in and do the job and get done. They do not, let's say, so to speak, treat every customer as a 100% valued customer. I hear a lot of complaints, especially about customer service, things of being late, not being on time, not showing up, breaking things, stealing things. And we pride ourselves here at A Plus Movers on excellent customer service as well. Now, I'm currently in the process of working on a website and hoping to have that built here at the end of September. And some of the technologies that I plan on using and utilizing to further expand my brand is social media platforms, YouTube videos, giving tips and tricks on um, how to pack your household things, what to do, what not to do, what to look for, and any advice that anyone would like to have, they are able to reach out through the form of blogs. Because we are a small company at this time with a big vision, um, one of my biggest goals is actually to go ahead and get on organically and try and find some ways before we do proceed in the future. More than likely, we're going to proceed out to go ahead and get our own trucks and what have you. But at this time, that is not one of our goals. Our goal is to take over the market with what we have, cutting down on all the expenses and utilizing and building the relationships with you all. Now, some of the things that I plan on doing, I can give lower pricing, but also with quality service. But also offer 30-day free storages to customers if they need that. That's a great incentive. But one of the biggest things is word of mouth, and that's very important to me. And so I'm implementing a tremendous referral program that I think that's going to be an asset and will entice customers and friends to adapt to our company. I'm going to be offering cash incentives for those that refer the company to us, and they'll receive their money within 48 hours after the move, within 48 business hours. Eventually, as I mentioned before, we're going to utilize some SEO tactics, and that's going to provide fresh content. That's going to move us up in the top spots for the majority of these search engines. They will include testimonials, again, tips and tricks, and many videos on how to help with your move from beginning to end. Our customer service is going to be like no other, and I believe that by utilizing these organic tools, our social media platforms eventually will be able to monetize off of those things. Um, Now, as far as the peer reviews that Mr. JQ had given me, he did commend me on the cleverness of not having any overhead and utilizing that marketing with Full Sail. Some of his recommendations that he did is one of the things that I'm struggling with is whether or not to change the name because there's someone in this and the surrounding area has the name A Plus Movers as well, and we want to be a household name, and we don't want to get confused about anybody's negative aspects on this company that it's already out here. So I'm up and down with the name change at this time. Um, my biggest thing is I want to have a turnkey system for customer service whenever I'm not here, and as we expand and grow, that is one of the things that I'm looking to do as well. Um, but he said that if I change my name, and I believe that if I change the name, it has to be something that's easily and that's something that some people can remember. That's the things that I'm struggling with right now, or I wouldn't say struggling, but brainstorming on, um, and waiting to just do some testing and see what sounds better, some surveys and see what people do like. If I could say anything that we would do better, I guess it's actually to get out on the streets more at this time, with cards, advertising, word of mouth, um, and let more people know who we are. I was getting complacent and depending on some some locations at U-Haul, but when they're slow, then that's when the phones they don't ring, they don't tend to ring as much. So um, this course has me thinking. This assignment has me thinking, and JQ's peer review has me thinking as well on some creative things that we can utilize to go ahead and move forward. Thank you.